Hello everyone, today I'm here to talk to you about brow design. So to start off, I am going to show you where the beginning point, arch point, and end point of your brow should be. So the beginning point of your brow should be at the inner corner of your eye. The highest point of your arch should be around the outside of the iris. And then the end part should be about at the corner of your eye. So there are no really corrective techniques for an oval-shaped face. So I guess what you're going to want to choose is a brow, maybe with like a soft angle, whatever plays up your natural features. Worst-shaped brow is going to be something with a high pointed arch. That's going to throw off that balance. Again, hair and makeup, is whatever you prefer. The best brow shape for a round-shaped face is going to be something that's going to give it some dimension. So you're going to want to elongate the face and make it look more narrow. In order to do that, you're going to want a brow shape that has a little bit of a higher arch, angled arch, and an open-ended point. The highest point of the arch should be at about halfway to 2/3 point. The worst shaped brow for a round face is going to be a round brow because it's not going to give any dimension to the face. For hair, you're going to want something with a little bit more volume at the crown, not so much volume on the sides. You're either going to want it above your chin or below it, not at chin length. You're also going to want to play up the lips because they're going to be very luxurious. And you're also going to want to color your cheeks a little bit more in and then up, just to kind of finish off the look. The best brow shape for a long shaped face is going to be something that is fairly flat with a very small arch. The highest point of the arch should be around the 2/3 point. The worst brow shape for the long shaped face, of course, is going to be something with a high angled arch, which is going to lengthen the face even more. For hairstyles, you're probably going to want something that has more volume on the sides, more side parts as opposed to down the center parts, as well as maybe a layer right around the cheek just to add a little bit more volume. Bangs, of course, are really helpful. So the goal for a square-shaped face is going to be to draw attention away from the jawline. So in order to do that, you're going to want a brow shape with a fairly high angled or curved arch. You definitely are going to want to keep a closed-ended brow though. The highest point can be at the half point or 2/3 point, kind of pending what you like. Worst brow shape for a square-shaped face? I'd say the round, because it's not going to look bad, but it's not going to do anything to balance out your face. Hairstyles, something more natural, like simple. You can have lots of layers or bangs, just kind of whatever you like. As long as you're projecting confidence, then you're projecting beauty. So it's kind of whatever your preference is. So for the inverted triangle or heart-shaped face, your goal is going to be to kind of minimize the width up top and to kind of counterbalance the pointy chin. So in order to do that, you're probably going to want a brow shape that is rounded. The highest point should probably stay around the half point mark. I don't think it really matters if it's a closed or open-ended brow. It kind of just depends, again, on what your preference would be. The worst brow shape would be something flat and unshapely. For hairstyles, you're going to want something with a little bit more volume at the bottom, so like the bobs or curls at the bottom, just kind of whatever you can do to within that part of the face. For makeup, you're going to want to play up your lips to kind of keep the focus right in the center of your face. So the goal for a diamond-shaped face is going to be to extend the width of the upper and lower zones. In order to give that illusion, you're going to want a brow shape with an arched or curved brow, something that is going to be closed-ended, and the highest point of the arch should stay at the 2/3 point because that's just going to widthen the upper level quite a bit. For hairstyles, you're going to want something with like a nice bang kind of around the cheekbone and something with a little bit more volume at the bottom. For makeup, you're always going to want to play up your eyes and lips as opposed to your cheeks. Playing up your cheeks will make the widest part of your face look even wider, and what your goal is to bring balance. So yeah. So the goal for a pear-shaped face is going to give the illusion of a wider upper zone. So in order to accomplish that, you're going to want the highest point of your brow to be at about the 2/3 point. A closed-ended brow will, of course, make that upper level look wider. However, in saying that, having an open-ended brow will draw attention away from like the jawline. So it's kind of whatever your preference is going to be. Hairstyles, something that has a little bit more volume at the top, and of course, your bangs could be like shorter or, right around the cheekbone area. Makeup is, I guess, I'd say play up your eyes, and then keep everything more neutral. I guess contouring is really important for this facial shape. So the hexagonal face is fairly similar to the oval shaped face, except for it has some sharper points. So a brow shape that you're going to want to choose for a hexagonal shape is going to be something that's going to soften those angles. So a nice curved brow would, be very beneficial. So I guess that's all the tips that I have for different facial shapes for brow design for now. If you guys have any questions, I'd love to hear from you guys, so I'll see you guys again soon.